Hello chickens, how are we all doing today? It's good to see you. Angela here. If you're new to my channel, would like to wish you a very warm welcome, and I hope you enjoy what you see. But of course, to all of you that support me week in and week out, I just want to say a really big thank you, and that does mean so much to me. Now, today I'm going to share a little project that I've been making with bags. I like to use the bags that I pack my bundles in, the ribbon, the fabric, the ultimate bundles. They all come in these sorts of bags, and I wanted to show you what we're going to do with them so that we can add them to our journal. Now, if you don't have one of these bags, it's just a paper bag, so we're going to create something with that today. So this particular one is about 10.5 inches this way. We are going to fold it in half, and the height is just short of 8.5 inches. All right, so that's what that is. In centimeters, that is about 27 by about 21. Okay, so this is just short of what the individual pages in your signature will be, which is perfect. If yours is bigger, you can trim it down. If you don't have one, you can just take any thin paper and create your own bag. All right, so the first thing I've done is I folded it in half. That was the initial fold that I made when I packed in the ribbons, but I have just sort of folded it in half so these two just match up there like that. Okay, now you've obviously got the opening on the one side and you've got a sealed bit on the other, and I'm going to leave this bit sealed. So I'm going to start with, let's see, something easy. So I thought on the inside page here, I would take a couple of things. So really I'm using what's left over in my paper, background pages, journal pages, etc. I have taken the little mini page that has the little bench with the teddy on and the flower, and I have fussy cut those out. And I have taken this green sort of embroidered lacy page, and I am going to stick this here and make a writing spot. I'm doing this first because the bag's still flat and it's easy to stick that on. So let's just grab some glue here. I have already distressed inked this one. Sorry I don't have one to share with you today. I was distracted with all sorts of things today, as you are when you have you in your day-to-day life, really. So I thought, well, I'm not going to have time to do the other one, but I will do the similar thing with the other bag for the other signature as well. Okay, so what we want to do is going to make a nice writing spot on the inside, as I said. So I'm just going to put the glue all over this page here. Now, like always, you can always make this a tuck spot and make it a secret pocket, but because I'm going to do something on the other side, I don't want to make the page overladen weight-wise, because then it doesn't hang nicely, doesn't lie nicely, in my experience. I hope everybody's well and you've all been having a great week. It definitely looks like it's heading for autumn here. And it seems like we have been having very similar weather to most of you in the sort of northern hemisphere as well, where we've had all sorts of seasons happening in a week, in a day. Right, that's the top of that little fussy cut, and this had this as well. So I'm going to stick that down there while I'm chatting, and I'm going to stick that up there. All right, then you've got a nice place to put some writing. Yeah, so I see that the leaves on my tree outside, which really is quite something. My tree, I don't know what the name of it is, but the leaves change from green to deep purples to a bright cerise pink and eventually a brown. And I see that they've gone from the deep purple and they're heading towards the pink, and then they end up being brown and falling off. So we have got a few that are pink and some that are going brown, and I see that we're heading that way. So that tells me autumn is definitely happening. Now, I don't know if I told you, but I've had this little hedgehog friend that turns up each evening, and I think hedgehogs are nocturnal. They must be, because I've never seen one in the day. But hedgehogs are quite a common phenomenon in the UK, especially where I am in the country, sort of in the middle. And yeah, I'm not sure if it's a he or a she, but I'm calling the hedgehog a she. So she turns up every night at about 10:30, and I have done some research on the hedgehogs and got some little hedgehog bites that Amazon actually stock. It's a big thing to feed each night. And I bought her a little house, hedgehog house, and filled it with leaves and grass and things. So I've tucked it away, because Abby gets very frustrated when she sees the hedgehog, because obviously its natural instinct is to curl into a ball. And Abby just doesn't understand why this ball is not one she can pick up. So she stands there and whines, and I just felt sorry for the hedgehog, poor thing. Right, we've got that there. But yeah, so it eats all the hedgehog bites up each night. Very hungry. It's only tiny, it's only that big. I have gone out with my little torch to see that it's not the cats eating, and I have spotted her quite a few times, so she is definitely there. So it is so heartwarming. I actually like that. That looks good. Right, on the other front side here, I am going to make a bit of a pocket here, because this side is sealed. So what I've done is I've taken this background page here. I've torn it with my tear ruler to fit about 1 inch up here and 1/4 inch on the side, just like that. But I've just taken this bit, and I like to reinforce the edge here, so I'm just going to fold it over. What is that? It's about just 1/3 of an inch, really. So whatever you have, just to give it some strength on the edge here. So there we go. And I am going to ultimately stick that down there. But what I did then, I thought, all right, I went to my altered book pages and I saw 2 of these little girls. I've got the other one somewhere, which I'll use for the other bag. And I thought, okay, I'll just tore that out, and I want to put it to the side like that. I thought that looked really nice with all the font, but I want to put on some lace. So I've just grabbed this cotton lace. This is about just 1 1.25 inches, thereabouts. I'm going to stick that underneath here and then put that on top with most of that lace peeking through. I said I was going to add a lot of lace, and I will do even to the pages once I've completed everything, but I'm just using it all for projects I want to first. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that stuck there. I'm going to grab that pencil of mine. I like to use the pencil. This is pretty much where I want it, so I'm just going to draw some pencil marks here, and I'll get the ruler to line that up. So that's where the edge of my lace needs to be, and you can just work that out by placing your image on the top. Now I've torn this image down, and obviously this one here, let me just give you some measurements quickly. This one is 6 3/4 inches high, all right, and it is 4 3/4 wide, 4 3/4 that way. So in centimeters, it's about 12 and 17.5. All right, there or thereabouts. So that's going to sit perfectly there, and ultimately I'm going to make the pocket here. All right, that's where I can tuck things in. So I'm going to place the lace over here, but I'm going to wrap it round. I'm going to wrap it round a bit like that. I quite like a neat finish. So we'll see how much I'm going to wrap it around, but in the meantime I'm going to get the glue on here and get it stuck down. Right, so we're coming to the end of our little lady's journal. There are just a few finishing touches that I need to complete, and I have got the same where I've done nothing further on my secret garden journal. It's also lying there. So I have decided that after this video today, where we are really close, I will be taking a couple of days off just to catch up on what I need to catch up. I do not want to start another journal and I haven't finished the 2 that I already have. And I've also got my autumn one stuck there somewhere. So guys, I am just letting you know that I will be having a week off after today, and I will see you towards the end of next week. So please forgive me on that. But I haven't actually had a holiday the whole, well, for 2 years, except for Christmas was the last time I had 5 days off. So I'm having a good 8 days off now, because I know I'm going to be busy after this, and I just really could do with the break. So I am hoping to catch up on everything that is outstanding with those journals that I have done, so that I can then get on to the next one with you. So I'm sure there's lots for you to do and catch up on, and I've just got admin and all sorts of things that I need to catch up on. And yeah, I just need a bit of a break to do the things around my own house and whatever, you know, the usual. Right, so I thought I'd better share that with you today in case you wonder what's happened to me. Oh, that looks really nice with the edges tucked over. I like that. All right, I'm going to stick this one down, but again, I've got another piece of ribbon here like that I want to get stuck on, and I think this one I'm going to go right around there as well, so we can actually stick this one down. All right, so I will share the rest of how I make the cover and everything for the journal. We're not finished completely, so I just need to have a week off just to, you know, have a break. That's what it is. So don't think the project's not going to be seen through. It will be. Right, I want to get that a little bit over there, and I think that's about right. I love the lace on here, especially the cotton lace. It looks so vintagey. Okay, now I've got this little bit, and I'm going to stick that around as well. Just make it a little bit more over. Think. No, not yet. I am thinking, and I'm going to take a couple of big goodies here and put them onto this little frontage. Now, I cut this out of, I'll show you what, this sheet. So I just fussy cut that out of there. I thought that would be really pretty. So I'm going to use that just over there. So I think I'm going to stick that down as it is. Now it's going to go a little bit over there, but that's all right. Don't be limited by the edge of the page is what I say. Okay, and then I've got a darker royal blue little bit here. I've got this nice soft aqua color, one of these green ones, and I'm going to put this one higher. So I've got the end of it here where my finger is. I'm going to extend that up there. I'm going to put this a little bit over there, and then this lower, just playing around quickly, like something like that. And then I'm going to take this little leaf and put it just like that. Yeah, something like that. And then this one I'm going to place over like this. Okay, let me do that quickly, and I'll be right back. All right, so I have stuck those on, and then I have just run glue behind there and there on those 3 sides, so that I've got a pocket over here to put in whatever I want to put in there. So I quite like how that's all turned out. So there's that. We've got a writing spot there, and then what I thought on the side, because there is a pocket there already, what I thought is I would grab my signature. This is the signature this goes into, and it goes in just the other side of this cream page. So we're going to put that in there like that. This goes over there, and I think that looks really lovely. So transformed that bag. And then on this side, what I thought I would do is I would take the floating pocket, which I did have on there, but I've just taken it out for the purposes of this. And you can still put goodies in there, but this is going to make sure that none of them fall out. So take our little paper clip holder so that this becomes a floating little pocket there. Now anything that you have in there is now safely stored, and it's not going to fall out, and you've got that on the other side, and there you still have a piece of the bag to admire. So yeah, you can still tuck something in there. I've got this here, so for example, this is another pocket there that you can just add on. This is from my mini journal that I shared with you the last time, and you can always just add that in there, just giving you an example. All right, so lots of stuff done with the bag today, and I will do one with the other bag very similar to this. All right, everyone, that's our video for today. Short and sweet. I hope you've enjoyed it. Using up all those pieces that we have made, which is always nice. We had a bit of a drama here today in Worcester. I must tell you that they found a World War II bomb in our river. So there's all kinds of drama going on. Gosh, how long has that been? I'm just trying to think. Like 75 years or something or more. Yeah, so you know, they do turn up everywhere. I think there was a metal detector guy fishing with a magnet in there, and he found it. So all exciting stuff. Well, quite worrying really. It's been there all that time, but you know, who knows. Anyway, just don't forget, go and have some fun making this. I hope that you enjoy it. We really are getting to the end, and it's looking beautiful and chunky. I'm going to have a week off, and I will see you again very soon. Please catch up on any of the videos that you might have missed. The full playlist for the little ladies is in the description box below. So I will love and leave you. Until next time, take good care of yourselves now. Bye-bye.